Good afternoon all. This is my fourth session. So let's start our fourth session, which is based on the functions. So is that screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's start with some introductory part. So this is fourth session based on the functions in C language. So basically, what is the functions? So in a program, we have to divide our large program into basic building blocks or number of subprograms called as function. So functions are used. What is the use of function? Functions are used to avoid same code or logic again and again. That means you have to remove the code redundancy or repetition from the program, as well as code reusability. That means if printf, what is the printf? Printf is a function, built-in function. So it is already there in your library, stdio.h, that is header file, that is a library. Hash include, this is called as preprocessor directory. So already that function's definition is available with you. You just call the printf function, pass the argument, it gives you result. So again and again you have don't write any code for that. Okay, that is code reusability. And remove the code redundancy, because printf scanf we use number of times in our main function. So every time we don't write the same definition again and again. That's why functions are designed. So what is the use of functions? Functions are used to remove code redundancy and reusability of the code. Okay, so there is no limit in calling C functions to make use of same functionality whenever required. So how many times we can call the printf function in main? You can call it n number of times. There is no limit for calling the function. Then the core concept of C are reusability, then dividing the big task into small pieces to achieve the functionality and improve understandability of very large C program. Guys, this is somewhat introductory part. Next, there are first I will explain types of functions. So in C language, there are number of different types of functions based on first, based on is the code is already done. On the basis of that, there are two types of functions. One is the built-in function. For example, which are the built-in functions? Printf, scanf, getS. All these are built-in functions. Okay, so which are the another time called as user-defined functions. Great. So there in C language, number of functions are not built in. For example, if you want to swap 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, this type of function is not available in your library. So for that purpose, we have to write our own function body as per the user's requirement. So that type of functions, when we create our own, then that type of functions are called as user defined functions. For example, we have design swap function. Okay, our own. So this is called as user defined function. That is which is based on if the code is already written or user can write the code on its own. Guys, understood what is meant by user defined and built-in function? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So give the reply. So I understand that the concept you have got it. Okay. So next type of function based on recursion. So recursive functions. First is the recursive function, and second type of function is non-recursive function. Okay, we will take example on each and every. So non-recursive function and recursive function. What is meant by recursion? So recursion means function calling itself. Function calling itself. For example, if in main function, this is the main function, and inside the main I am again calling main function. So this type of function is called as recursive function. So main function is called as recursive function because main calling itself inside the body of main function. If there is a swap function and inside the swap function you have call same function swap again, then that swap function, this swap function is called as recursive function. Okay, again these recursive functions are of two type: direct recursion and second type is called as indirect recursion. Okay, so there are also two types of functions, that is direct recursive function and indirect recursive function. So what is meant by direct recursive function? Here swap function calls swap inside the body of the swap. So it is called as the direct recursive function. This function is called as direct. And what is meant by indirect? Suppose here I have designed one function A. In same program there is another function called as B. So these are two different functions. So if I have called B function inside A function and A function is called inside B function, then what happens? If I call the A function, it calls the B function, and B function again calls A function. So actually what happens? A function calling itself. So this is called as, this type of functions we have called as indirect recursion or recursion. Recursive function or indirect recursion. Guys, understood the difference between direct recursion and indirect recursion?
Sir, can you repeat it once again?
Okay. If in the swap function we have called swap again in the body of the swap itself, then that function is called as recursive. But which type of recursion? Direct, because it is called swap itself called inside the swap itself. But if A, the body of A contains number of statement and one statement in that is B, call to the B function. Here is any call to the A function? No. Then A is not a recursive function, but not the case, because when we call the B function itself called the A function again. That means what happens? A is called itself similar way, because this B, here we replace the function call with its definition, then it is A. So it is, but it is indirect. Means second function calls A, but A calls B function. This is this type of function when we write, then it is called as indirect recursion. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the second type of function based on recursion. One is recursive function, another one is non-recursive function. Non-recursive means what? Yes?
Sir, again give me the definition of recursive. Just give the definition.
Definition. Function calling itself. Means if main function is a main name of the function, and inside the body of main, we call main again. Okay, so this type of function, when we design that type of function, is called as recursive. I will give you one example. You can predict the output. Suppose hash include stdio.h, okay, int main, okay, yes. So here main is the main function. Suppose I have write printf hello /n, then return 0. Okay, and save this file as a C source file and save it. Guys, just compile it. Yes, there is no error, but this is not a recursive function. This is non-recursive function because we don't call main inside this body of the main. So it is called as non-recursive function. Non-recursive function. Okay. If we don't call main itself inside the body of main, then it is not recursive function. But if we call main function inside the body of main itself, then this is called as, then now main function becomes which type of function? Recursive function. Understood? So here, when we call function itself inside the body of that function, then that function becomes recursive function. Understood, guys? This
Yes,
main
sir.
function is called inside its body. So function calling itself, this main function calling itself. So this is called as function recursive type of function. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So predict the output. Next question. What is the output of this program?
Infinite hello, sir.
Infinite hello.
Exact. Because printf hello, then main is called itself. So again, it goes to the main function, then printf, again printf. So it is in the infinite loop. So just compile and run and check. Okay. Yes, output is visible to everyone.
Yes,
So
sir.
it is moving. This cursor is moving. So it is infinitely executing. I hope you understand. Yes. And if I cut this line and paste after return 0. Guys, what is the output of this program?
Hello.
Just tell me, what is the output of this program? First print hello, then return 0, then call the main function. Yes, any guesses?
Sir, hello.
Sir, it is
Hello once. Okay, so just compile and run. So it gives you hello once. Because what happens when main executes their body, printf get executed, then second line means return 0. So return 0. 0 value is returned to whom? Operating system. And this termination of the program itself. So this line does not get executed again. So if you want to debug it, just go and choose debug option and just next line. Okay, completed. It is not executed main. Yes, observe the output or just read. I have debug. Okay, just watch. This line is executed first, then cursor goes to the next line, return 0. When I click on the next line, it does not execute main function call. It directly close the curly bracket because now value is returned to whom? Whom? Operating system DOS. So it is written here. Okay. So when you terminate it, the value is get written there. Understood, guys? Hope you understand. Recursive
Sir.
and non-recursive functions.
Sir, why it terminates, sir?
Which? Return 0, return statement. When we use the return statement, when that main function returns some value to another function. But if it is main function, then main function returns the value to whom? DOS. From first call, when you click run, then main function get executed. But run means run command is executed on the DOS, disk operating system. And when he calls the main function, so main function, when it returns the value, it returns to whom? It returns to DOS. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
That means
Thank you, sir.
means termination of the program. That means termination of that function. That function get terminated.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir,
So
hello?
yes.
That means after return, program will not executed. The whatever you return after
Not the program,
return
not
date.
the program, that function. But where is the return statement is there in the main itself. So main is terminated. Main termination of the function means whole program get terminated. But if it is in the other functions, that means it is not the termination of the whole program. Understood? I will show you all the return statement in the next session. Okay, so just see here. So second type of functions are based on the recursion. Two types, recursive, non-recursive. In recursive, there are two types again, direct recursion and indirect recursion. Guys, understood? Then third type of functions are based on the how we have pass the values to the function. So how we can pass the values to the function? So these are different two types of function. Call one, call by value. How we can pass the value to a function? Second, call by reference. So call by value and call by reference. These are the two types of functions. Here in the call by value, actual value we have to pass. In the call by reference, that value's address location, that is memory location allocated to that variable, we have to pass that in the call by reference. We will see the examples on that. Call by value means actual value and call by reference means we have to pass the arguments to a function. So how we can pass? I will show you. And last type is based on the return type and argument list. Based on return type and argument list. So these are again divided into four types, that is function with argument with return type. This is the first type. Then again second, function without argument without return type. Then third one, function with argument without return type. And last type, that is D, that is function without argument with return type. Guys, hope you understand. These are the four different types based on the arguments and return type of that particular function. If the function having both arguments as well as return type, then that function is called as function with argument with return type. Okay, so what is this? So guys, here C language is a procedure oriented language, means a function. We have to design function for each entity or each person. Understood? Each person is nothing but one function. So in the program, main is the main function, that is main person who executes that work. Okay, then we have to create our different functions, user defined functions. Okay, so these are the 4 different types. Main types are based on built-in and user defined, then recursion, then how we can pass the values, call by value or call by reference, and depending on the return type, and argument list. There are different 4 types. So we will see each and everything in detail with the program. So before that, there is another part that is called as elements of function or elements or parts of a function. Every function having 3 different parts. Every function, each and every function having 3 different parts. Declaration, or it is called as function prototype. Then second one is called as the function call, and third one is called as the function definition. Okay, so these are the 3 different parts or the element of the function. Understood? Whenever we have created our own user defined exist. Function definition. So what is the syntax of all these? How it works? We will take one example and we have to call everything, write everything, that is function declaration there. So let's take one simple example. Okay, so what is the example? Take numbers from user and find which one is max. Okay, so this is our problem statement. Take 2 numbers from the user and find which one is the max function. So for that, first is hash include. Yes, am I audible? Yes, am I audible?
No, sir. Breaking, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, not audible, sir.
Yes, am I audible?
Sir, breaking, sir. Breaking your voice, sir.
Okay, because I think why this problem occurs? Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Now it's clear, sir.
Okay, so I will share the screen again. Now it is visible. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, stdio.h, include the header file, then create our main function, that is main. Always remember that you have to first write structure for the function. So it is a main function. This is the structure for the int main function. Now we have decided that we have to create our own function, that is max. What is the name of the function? Max. So max function. Now it is the function is based on the return type and argument list. So what is return type? So here in the main function int is called as return type. That means after completion main function returns integer value. This is the meaning of that. Now what is the arguments? If here in the max function integer a comma integer b, I have to pass these two arguments. Okay, and return type is int. So what happens? This is another function. This is the structure for the max function. So max function having return type int and argument list. This argument list is called as the formal argument list, int a and int b. These two arguments we have to pass to this max function. So this whole is called as the function definition. Understood, guys? This is whole is called as function definition. Inside the curly bracket, it is called as the body of the function. Int is called as the return type of the function. Max is called as the name of the function, and int a comma int b, these are called as the formal arguments or parameters. Either we have to call it as a parameter or arguments. Now this is called as function definition. This is the one part of the function. Now function call. So if we call this function, how to call it? By passing actual values of a and b. So this type of statement is called as the function call. This is called as function call. So integer a, suppose initially is 10 comma b is equal to 20, and we have to pass these values to the max function, and this is catch. Okay, I will show you. Next, return 0, because this function main function returns integer value, so return 0. Then max function. Now one more thing that is called as function declaration or function prototype. So most of time we have preferred to write prototype of any function, user defined function, above the main function. Okay, so how to write it? This whole line, copy it and paste it. So this whole line except body of the function. So this line we have to declare above, mostly above to the main function. But lots of students make the confusion that we have always write the declaration outside the main function or above the main function. It is not necessary. You can write inside the main also. Okay, this is the called as declaration of a function, or function declaration or function prototype. Okay, so you can write above or inside the main function. I will show that part also, and what is the impact of writing above and writing inside. If we write the declaration of max function inside the main function, that means we can call only inside the main function because it becomes local. And if you write the declaration above the main function, then max function becomes global and we can access everywhere. If that program, our program contains 100 different functions, so we can call the max function in everywhere. Okay, understood? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is called as function declaration. Now tell me, max function is which type of function? There are different types of functions. So max function is which type of function? First, it is a max function is a user defined function. Which type of function? User defined function. Then we have to pass, means first type is user defined, because user ourselves we have designed the body of max function, which is not built in, like printf, scanf, it is not built in, so it is user defined. Second type, it is called as call by value. It is also called as call by value because we have passed the values, not the address. We have not passed the address of the A. We have just passed the value of the a variable. So it is called as call by value. Okay, great guys. Then next, third type. Third type is called as, tell me, non-recursive, because we cannot call max function inside the body of max. So it is non-recursive function. And fourth type is which type of function? Function with return type. Yes. Function having return type. Yes. If it is void, then it is function without return type. And function having arguments. Yes. A and B, two arguments are there. So this is the function with return type and argument list. Understood? Guys,
Yes,
max
sir.
function, which is only one function we have to design, but every type from these four types. This is user defined. Yes. Non-recursive. Yes, it is also non-recursive. Call by value. Yes. And function with argument with return type. So if you ask at the time of interview what type of function this is, so it is user defined, call by value, non-recursive, and function with argument with return type. Hope you understand.
So screen is not visible.
Yes, it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, that mass function, these are four different types of function divided into four different. Now, what is, I have called that main is the main function, that is main person who wants maximum value from the max function. Max is another person. So main and max, they are decided. Okay, they discuss with each other that main, tell to the max function, Max, I have provided you two values, A and B. What is your work? You have to decide A or B, which one is the max, and return that value to me. What is the discussion between main and max? That main provide two values to the max function. Max decide which one is the max and return that value to me, main. And main said that I will display which one is the max. But max, what is your work? Your work is only calculate which one is the max one. That is your work. So as per this discussion, max function having arguments and return type also. Okay, so first I will write the code for this. Okay, so how we can write the code? So we have to decide. So what is the code? If A greater than B, okay, if A greater than B, then simply return who is the max? A is the max. Okay, else return B. Okay, now if we return it, max function having return type int, so use the catching variable here. So I have used m as a catching variable, declare that m. That means max function returns A or B, which one is the max. I have catch it into the m and then display printf, then main function. These statements are within the scope of main function. That means this work is done by main. Okay, calling to the max function is also done by main function, but calculating which one is the max is done by the max function itself and return that value. So after that printf, yes, max is equal to percentage d comma what m. So m variable contains maximum value of A and B. Guys, just compile and run. Okay, so there is one error. So no such a file, or yes,
Sir, dot
What is
H.
remaining? H is remaining. stdio dot H. Okay. So type code properly. Yes, there is no error. So what is the output? Max is 20. Max is 20. Yes. Yes, understood, guys.
Yes, sir.
So first understood, types of functions are different and parts of the functions are different. So parts of function, whenever we have created any user defined function, then there are three different parts. First part is the function declaration. Second part is called as function call, and third part is called as function definition. So these are four different parts. Then arguments a and b, when calling the function, then a and b, these arguments are called as actual arguments because actual values we have to pass. These are cached into the function definitions arguments. So this is called as formal argument. A and b here, these are called as formal argument. Guys, understood?
Why it's all formal argument, sir?
Formal because its use is only to cache the values which is provided by the max function. That actual values just copied to the int a and int b. So it is called as just for the purpose of caching. So it is called as formal arguments. And this is called as actual. Actual values are provided. So it is called as actual arguments. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, but after this, one problem is there. So main tell that no, I want the output as a is max or b is max. Here what we have to do, we have just print max is, which value is max. But main tell to the max function, oh yes, it is something wrong. You have to provided max value to me, but something I have not decided, either a is max or b is max. Here you have to understand by displaying the output. If you run the which one is the max? Max is 20, but A or B, we don't know. Yes. And how we get the how we expect the output from the program? A is max or B is max. So what we have to do? So for that purpose, we have to apply logic. What is the logic? So if A greater than B, don't return A, just return 1. And else means if B is greater, then return 2. Guys, understood? When A is max, then return 1. And if B is max, then return 2. And catch it into the M variable and then print. Now, if there is, just I will show. Now, apply the condition. If M is equal to 1, then A is max. Okay. Great. Else, otherwise, else printf B is max. Okay. So user wants the output like this, A is max or B is max. So what we have to decide? Don't return A or B, just return 1. If it is written 1 inside M, then check M is equal to 1, then A is max. And if return value is 2, then 2 means B is max. Now let's do it. Compile and run. So B is max. Yes. So change the value of A, that is 100, and save it and compile and run. So A is max. Guys, understood that part?
Yes, sir.
So as per the requirement of the client, we have to create our code or mold our code as per the requirement of the users. Okay, so you have thoroughly knowledge of that part. I hope you understand. Now, main and max decided that main told to max, I have one problem. You have take yourself values from yourself. I am not passing these two values to you. That means that two values are not passed by the main function. and you have yourself decide which one is the max and you have to display it. So this type of function is function without argument, without return type. Guys, understood what they decided? Main function decided I am very busy. Max, you have to take yourself value of A and B from user and find out which one is the max, and you have to display yourself on your own. So body of that function is also change. This is called as function, just structure of the function. Whole is called as function definition. Inside the curly bracket, it is called as the body of the function max. Now there are the changes. No catching variable because max does not return anything. Don't pass any argument because max, how to call max? You have not passed anything and max function does not return anything. Void means nothing to return. So it is not, catching variable is not required. These statements are also not done by main function. So what is the only call function of the main? To call that max function. So then third element, that is definition, declaration. So declaration is also get changed. Otherwise what happens? Just I will show you. If you not change and compile it, then it gives you syntactical error. Too few arguments to function max, because you have to declare the function with 2 arguments. Means you have to pass at least 2 arguments here. But if you don't pass it, that means something is wrong. So you have to remove these values and again compile it. So it does not give any error. Okay, we will decide the body later on. But also we have don't declare the variables, initialize the variables. Guys, understood? Means
Yes, sir.
same function we have to write in different ways, and it is depends on the client's requirement, end user's requirement. What is the end user's requirement? As per the end user's requirement, we have to create our own functions and call systematically whenever required. I hope you understand. So it is called as, what is the use of function? Code reusability, and to remove code redundancy, that is repetitions. Now move to the next part. So write the body of max. That means A suppose is equal to 10, comma B is equal to 20, and just you have to decide which one is the max. So write code here itself. A greater than B. If A greater than B, then printf A is max, else printf B is max. B is max. Okay, that's all. So what is the output? Output is same. Output is same, but user's requirement is different. Okay, main function calls max, that you have to take yourself 2 values A and B, decide which one is the max, either A or B. Now this is the second type of function based on arguments and return type. Now third, that is, what is they decide? Max function and main function decide that max you have to calculate yourself. Okay, which one is the, okay, just max, what is the they decide? That max I will pass, main said to max that I will pass 2 values to you. Okay, suppose 10, comma 20. You can directly pass values. Okay, you have to catch it into yourself. Now you can use here x and integer y also. It is also possible. No need to, if suppose A and B. So integer A, comma B. Initialize it. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay. And pass these two values. What is the function of the max? To decide whether A is or max or B is max. But don't return to me, means return type of max function is void, but max function having two arguments. So this type of function is called as function with argument and without return type. So return type is void. So it does not return, but you have to, here A is there and we have used X here. Yes, it is possible. So what happens? This value of A is assigned to the X and value of B, which is 20, is assigned to the Y. So don't use A and B here because their scope is not there. So instead of that, use X and Y. X greater than Y. If X greater than Y means A is max, else B is max. Okay, Y is greater means B is max. Compile and run. Is max because value of B is 20. Guys, hope you understand how we can mold the max function as per the requirements of the user. Yes? Yes, it is understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and last one, function without argument with return type. Suppose, so what is the discussion between max and main? Main said to the max, oh max, you can take yourself values of A and B and find out which one is the max and return that value, max value to me. So return max value to me. So it is return type is int. So what is the discussion? Max, you have take yourself. So A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. I have take yourself means max. Then decide which one is the max, A or B. If A greater than, don't display yourself, you just return. So return what? Return now. Return 1 if it is A is max and return 2 if P is max. Okay. Now it is return type int. So what we have to change? Catching variable is required. M is equal to. Okay. No need to write pass the arguments because there is no arguments. Otherwise it is mismatch. Otherwise it gives you syntactical error. Also there is no argument but return type is not void. It is int. Yes. So main function what does not pass any argument to the max function. Max takes the values of A and B itself, decide which one is the max and return 1 or 2 to the main function. Then main function catch the value 1 or 2 into M. Only one at a time is executed. Either 1 is written or value 2 is written. So check M is equal to 1. If that is equal to 1, then printf A is max, else printf C is max. Okay, and just save it and compile and run it. Oh, one error is there. Guys, tell me what is the error? M is undeclared. First use in this function. First time we had to use it, but you have does not declared it. So just declare M. Yes, and compile and run and check whether output is correct. D is max. Oh, great. Guys, hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now it's time for some multiple choice questions based on function. Okay. Okay, so first question. Is it screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first question. Which of the following is true about the return type of the function in C? Function can return any type, means any data type value. Second, function can return any type except array and functions. Functions can return any type except array, function, and union. And function can return any type except array, function, function pointer, and union. So guys, this is somewhat theoretical question based on grammar. So what is the grammar? Function can return any type means integer, float, double, long, structure, union, any type except array. We cannot return array. Function's return type is not a array. And second one is function's return type is not a function. Understood, guys? So it is the question based on the concept, that is grammatical rule. So function does not return array or function itself, but all union, pointer, function pointer, that can be returned by the function. Yes. Okay. So second, tell me the output. Here, hash include stdio.h main function. Okay. Function declaration, foo and f. These are two functions. This is the definition of the foo and this is the definition of the f function. Okay, so these are two functions. This is function definition. So this is the definition of the f function. This is the definition of the foo function. And this is declared inside the main function. Is it possible? Yes. We have to declare. This is function declaration. Inside the main, yes, it is possible. But one thing is there. What is the main function thing that we cannot call? Okay. Okay, this function is now local declaration only. So what is the output of this program? Function f is called. F is called, yes. Then print 71. Then foo is called. Then foo print the 21. Okay, so what is the output? 71, 21, compilation error, or 21, 71, 21, 21.
71, 21, sir.
Yes. Okay, just check whether it gives correct output or not. Just compile and run. Yes, it gives 71, 21 as a output, no doubt. Okay, so these are simple one. Now we can increase the complexity of your program. So this is another. Predict the output of this C code. Tell me which one is the correct one.
Sir, infinite time hello.
Infinite time hello.
Yes, sir.
Here,
Function,
main
recursive function.
Void m. M is called to m, and then it is recursion. So there are 4 different options. So infinite time hello. Is that correct? Yes.
Sir, C. Print hello till stack memory get full.
Yes. Print hello till stack memory get full. This is the correct output. Output memory buffer area get full. Till that, print hello is get displayed. Understood? So read the options properly because both are equal, same, but this is more correct. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So don't make this type of mistakes. Now, can we use function as a parameter of another function? For example, the parameter or argument of the another function means void function 1, and inside that int function 2. Okay, this is the argument to the function, and inside the function, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, first is yes, and we can use the function value conveniently. Okay, yes, but we call the function again to get the value, not as convenient as using variable. No, C does not support it, and this case is compiler dependent. What is the correct output? What do you think? Yes. Tell me. Okay, just try. We can do the code for that. Okay, so I will remove this part. Remove this part also. Okay, so what is we have to call integer a, okay, inside the function as an argument. This is the argument to the max function, and then you have to create your own function, that is int a, that is its definition. Okay, whatever may be definition contains printf inside a. Okay, no problem. This is the message inside a, and this is the contents message, that is printf inside max. Okay, so this is the, and we have to call to the which function now. Similar, this same we have to copy, because we have to make the declaration. Yes, guys, understood? Yes, and call to the max function. Now how to call the max function? Max, it returns value, so catch it into any variable. M is equal to max, then declare m, that is integer m we have to declare. How to call the max function then? A, okay, because it is actual value, so it is called like this. At the time of definition it is like this. Okay, so this is the question, just read properly. Can we use a function as a parameter of another function? Means this is a one another function as a parameter to the function 1. Is it possible? Now check it. Save it properly and compile first. First compile. Oh yes, there is a warning. Passing argument 1 of the max makes pointer from integer without a cast. Without a cast. Not. Okay, so let's run it. What is the output? Inside a, inside max. Inside a, inside max. Yes, it is possible. Yes, guys, is it possible? Yes, but it is, this case is compiler dependent. Always remember, this case is compiler dependent, because on the ANSYS 64-bit compiler it gives answer because it is treated as a warning. Here it is treated as a warning, not a error, so it is executed. But sometimes in the traditional it gives you different answer that is not supported. So this is case is compiler dependent. Traditional C compiler, ANSYS 32-bit, 64-bit, like this. Okay.
Okay,
Guys,
sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, yes, tell me, this is main, integer main or void main. Then int, this is the definition of the m function, contains only hello. Okay, so let's just tell me what is the output of this type of program. Hello for you. Hello, hello, compiler time error. There is declaration is also there. Okay, declaration is also there. Header file is also there. Hash include stdio.h. This is also there. Instead of void, we have to write int, which is ANSYS syntax. Then it is return 0. R is small, case sensitive language. Okay. So this is all about. So tell me, first what happens? Function call, link to the function definition, then print hello. Yes, hello get displayed on the console. Then which value is written? Void return type is there. Okay, the value is not written. So here percentage %d_k. So what is the return value? Just output is hello or
Only
okay.
hello.
Only hello. Okay. So just I have write the
Hello 5.
Yes. So just check the definition because we yes, void main k and hello. Yes. Here is a void. Then also we have to call yes. Okay. Then max, just remove it. Then here is the void. Then print, suppose hello. Okay. There is no definition of a function. Yes, it is similar. Void max, yes. Okay. Just see. Int k, yes. Void return type, this is void. Printf hello. Okay, great. So now tell me, compile. If there is any error, yes, it is a one error. What is the error? M is undeclared. So you have to declare it. M is not declared. Get. Just okay, and compile it now. What void value not ignored it ought to be, because max function what it returns, integer type, return type is void. That max function does not return anything, so we cannot call it like this. That's why it is a error. So which one is the correct option? Compile time error. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes or
sir.
no? Now I have changed the data type, return type. Now tell me what is the output of this program? Just I have changed the return type int. So there is no syntactically problem. Just compile. No, there is no warning, no error. Yes. Yes, understood. Now what is the output of this program? Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes. Any other? And print here. Actually, we have not printed the value. Print f percentage d comma m. Only hello.
Hello,
Yes, only
5.
hello.
Hello,
Huh?
5.
Hello for you. Let's check. Why? We made the changes, but we does not compile it. Prior compile it, because we have to make this change printf and then run it. So what is the output? Is it visible? What is the output? Hello for you. Why hello for you? Why hello for you? because when we print hello, okay, hello get displayed on the console, and printf function, what it returns? What it returns? Function returns how many characters we have displayed on the console, that is 5. So this 5 value is returned by this max function and cached to the m. So it displayed m here. So this is good question. I hope you understand.
Sir,
Yes.
the function of printf is only displaying the statement, but how is count the letters like 5?
What do you? I don't get you. Please repeat your question.
Sir, the function of printf is
Yes.
printing the statement, but how
Yes,
it
printing.
possible? How it
Yes.
how it count the letters of the hello?
No. This is function call. This is built-in function. Printf is built-in function. Its definition is stored into stdio.h function header file. There is the prototype. Printf function returns what? Integer value. What it returns? Int. It returns integer value. Okay. In max function, there is no return value is there. So printf function returns what? How many characters I have displayed on the console. So how many characters are displayed on the console? 5. So printf function returns 5. So return value is 5. This value is cached into 5 m, and this is displayed.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir. Sorry, sir. Repeat one time, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I will show you by debugging. Debug. Yes. Now what is the output? Initially it is blank. Now next line, not next line, into function means this function call is goes to this definition. So it goes to the definition. Okay, so I will just show you by adding watch. M is execute to evaluate. M is the local variable. So here its value is not displayed. When the cursor goes to the main function, its value get visible. So into function. So after that, just check. It goes actually here. M is executed. And what is the value of M? 5. Okay. Then printf 5. And that 5 is displayed on your console text mode window. Okay.
Sir, what if you have there %C then? Instead of % if you have %C.
%C. Yes.
Yeah.
Then what is the output? This value of M that is in the 5. 5 is converted into character. 5 means it is treated as the ASCII, and its ASCII value is special characters. So it may be anything. I will show you the ASCII characters set. So it is now just compile and run. So this is the ASCII question mark, which is the special characters, which is not supported by your DOS disk operating system. So it gives the question mark. Understood? Now if like this, if it is 65, M's value directly I am assigning value of 65.
So it will print hello capital A.
65 is the ASCII of which character? Capital A. So it displayed capital A. Just compile and run. Hello capital A. Okay. So 5 is the value of some different ASCII. So it is a special characters. Okay. From 65 onwards, 65 is the ASCII for A character. 66 capital B, like this. 92 is the small a, like this. Okay, so 65 onwards, and then 92 is the ASCII for small a. From that A to Z ASCIIs are there. Then 0 to 9, and before that and after that some special characters are there. Their ASCIIs are there. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. That is A, we cannot save into the RAM as it is, because RAM is based on only binary. So what is the binary of A? So we can give number to him. First give the number, that is 65, and we have to save its binary value into the RAM. Okay, so that is the purpose of ASCII.
Sir, what if you write S?
Yes.
If you write there S, C, we change it to S. Percent
65
S. There on the
65
printf function, and
yes,
instead of
percentage C instead of that. So
yeah.
65 is displayed in the format of string. But what is the string? Itself A. Just compile and run. Okay. 1 minute. What happens? Here is one. Okay. Compile. Yes. And run. Okay. So it's 65. We have to display it into the what? String format. So it is not displayed because it is not a string.
Sir, if you write there M, not 65, M, max function, the catch M, if you write M there, yeah,
And
M.
format specifier is S.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Compile it. Okay. Then run it. Nothing is displayed. But
Hello.
process exited after 2 seconds with return value. Oh, yes, it is logical error.
Logical error or runtime error?
It is a runtime error.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, but it is due to what? We have mistaken what is logic. Our logic is missed here. We want something, but it is not.
Because sir, the string number and print is almost equal, so that's why sir that written that value over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm told you that you have to write the code using systematically grammar of the C language. Then it is okay. Otherwise, compiler get confused or runtime environment get confused. Then it terminates the code there itself.
Correct.
That's why code is terminated here itself. So this statement return 0 is not executed. That's why answer is what? Return value is something different. Okay.
Hmm.
So use proper way. Okay, guys, hope you understand. Yes. Any doubts till that? There are number of points. Call by value and call by reference requires pointer concept. So after pointer concept, we cover that part. So till this, if you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, another one. Here in the declaration part, if you write only int instead of int a, okay, if max function, there are two variables, suppose int a comma int b. Yes. So declaration of that function, you can just use int and then int. Sufficient. No need to write a, b again. It is also possible. Okay. Just I will show a, b, b20, a comma b. This is function call, then function definition, return value. Okay, so return value we have to display integer format. Great. Compile. There is no error, so run it. Hello 5. That's great. So we don't write, just write int comma int. No need to write a int b like this. But if you remove here from here, is it possible? Or it gives you a syntactical error? From definition, we have removed the names of variables. Then it is possible. Just compile it. It gives the errors. Parameter name omitted. Here parameter name A. Here parameter name B is must. But here it is optional in the declaration part. Okay. Why it is optional? Everything having some reason. Because function declaration prior to main requires for the compiler. Compiler knows that here first line, which line is executed? This line. Next, which line? This line is executed. But max function is not a built-in function. So compiler knows that this definition is written after the main function. So if we have write the declaration prior, then compiler knows that there is definition afterwards the main function. So it does not raise any syntactical error. That's why function declaration is there. So compiler knows only what is the name of the function. If it is return type is exist and if how many arguments and which type of arguments we have to pass. On the basis of that, function call is checked. So function call name is same, okay? A and B, these two values of integer type, yes, two values and integer type, its respective data type, and return value is also integer. So it does not raise any error at this line at the time of compilation itself. That's why whenever we call the function, before that, that function declaration must be there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now it's time for practical session exercise. So